We are live. It's a Thursday. All right, everyone, the NBA season starts today. We have made it. It is a holiday for everybody.
Oh, man, the offseason felt like forever. It's great to be back. Nothing like some games that count.
Here are the starters for Milwaukee. Daniel Gafford is out there with Chris Middleton. Then it's Thompson. Then it's Paul George. And it's Hartenstein in at the center. Now here's Curry. Bryant outside. Pass to White. 6 to shoot. And he drives in. And a guy who has a quick release and has distance to his shots. Derek Whitehorse converts his chances.
You know what, Kev? There's so many things to love about Derek White. He's arguably the greatest shot-blocking guard in the league. He has a knack for making big shots, and the thing that maybe is most impressive is he gets past grenades at the end of a shot clock and has the temperament to stand in and deliver.
That free throw missing.
I think the thing that's most striking about Derek White, guys, he's capable of affecting games in so many ways. Yes, he can score it. Excellent passer and a very versatile cross-positional defender, a guy who can contribute to a good team.
And he's good on the second. And Doris, you see the talent on this Knicks squad. But there's always been questions about the intangibles they possess.
What's fascinating, Kevin, is this team built slowly and methodically and with great patience. And then they took a couple of big swings. It doesn't result in a championship, and now you evaluate everything.
Here's George. That one a little long.
Oh, he will kick himself for that one. That was a tremendous opportunity.
White the pass to Clark. Pass to Curry. Over Thompson. Curry can't get it to go.
Well, this guy typically a nice touch from mid-range, but obviously can't make them all.
Out to Thompson. Curry with the steal. And here we go with Curry running it up the court. The 8-footer. And Clark puts it in.
Well, Stephen Curry knows it's his responsibility to create for his teammates, and he does so there on point.
Pass to Hartenstein. Curry against Thompson. And off the front iron, and in it goes. And here's Curry, who brings it up for New York. They traveled to Milwaukee last time they faced the Bucks, and they came away with the win.
And the last meeting of these two teams, they were really sharp defensively, disrupting the flow of their offense and causing a ton of turnovers.
I think they took tremendous satisfaction from that performance and ended up winning going away. So is it something they'll look to repeat tonight? a guy like this with the skill set he's got, you can keep the defenders guessing.
On the wing, George. Middleton outside. The Bucks working the ball around. Here's George. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
We call that masterful use of the pump fake. Paul George effective getting guys to jump on it.
This is his first free throw of the game.
And last season he was successful 81% of the time when he went to the line, so he didn't waste a lot of opportunities.
Free throw good, Paul George.
When health has been there for Paul George, he has been one of the great two-way guys in the league. Very capable scorer and can take on tough assignments.
He makes one of two that time. Looking at the last game for Milwaukee, it was a loss to the Philadelphia 76ers. Anunoby passes to Bryant. Here's White. That's good, and it's Bryant with the assist.
He's not always assertive on the catch, but Derek White, rise and fire from three-point, and it is on target.
Middleton outside. Takes the three. Sinks the three-pointer.
Middleton. And guys getting into a nice groove here, starting to feel it.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
Now here's White. Clark kicks to Anunoby. Right side Curry. Stolen by Thompson. And it's Thompson with the jam.
We see this night in and night out. Thompson uses his size and elevation to make tough shots in the paint.
Let's check in now with our Allie LaForce, who's got a story for us. Allie?
Well, Mike Brown had a few moments to share with me. We talked about Paul George and what his game plan was for keeping him in check. He said it's never going to be easy with him, but I told our guys I want constant communication. Talk when screens are coming, switch when we need to. We need to be highly active guarding him. Let's see how effective they are against him tonight. Kevin, back to you.
Thank you, Allie. It's good.
You gotta know, this is Clark's skill set at this stage of his career. He takes quality shots when he's inside.
Now, here is George. Hartenstein with the screen on Anunoby. It's tipped. And now Bryant pushing it up. No one back to stop him. And Anunoby slams it in.
And that's how to make an impact with defense. Once the steal is made, you know they're going to be scattered.
Middleton outside. Middleton is doubled. Shot clock at 5. And Thompson launches it from deep. And the Bucks miss again. New York leading by 4. White dishes to Curry. Pass to Bryant. And here's White. White with the stuff.
Don't sleep on the athleticism of Derek White. How fast did he get off his feet to punch that one home?
Middleton outside. Outside, George. Middleton is doubled. Gafford kicks to Thompson. Pass to Gafford. Lays it up and banks it in.
Boy, there was some contact there, but Gafford able to use his size to finish.
Anunoby outside. Clark outside. Back to White. Lets it go from deep. And Chris Middleton pulls it down. And here's Middleton bringing it up now for Milwaukee. 4-point game. And Curry has it in the corner. Stolen by Thompson. Middleton on the wing. 6 on the shot clock. The 3 from George. Good, and the assist goes to Middleton. Now just a 1-point New York lead.
Nice on-time pass to Paul George. He's shot ready. Nicely done.
And so Mike Brown calls a timeout. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. In for the Knicks. Al Horford is checked in for Bryant. Harris comes in for Brandon Clark. Dunn is checked in for OG Anunoby. And it's Edgecombe in for White. Here's Harris. Dunn outside. New York, no good that time either. The Bucks trail. Harris outside. Pass to Highsmith. Clock at 6. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there. For New York, they've gone 6 of 10 from the field in this ballgame. Dunn, the bounce pass. Now Curry. Horford with the screen on Harris. Here's Curry with the 3, and the Knicks miss again.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Yeah, just solid work on the back end of that play.
Yep, you're right. Finished hard with 2 hands on that stuff. And slam dunk by Harris.
How about that finish by Harris? He sees his opening and does not hesitate to rise up and be free.
Pass to Harris, shoots the 3, and the rebound goes to the Knicks.
And even against defense as tight as that, you almost expect him to still bury those.
Some nice passing by New York here. Dunn with the screen on Harris. Inside. Dunn misses. Milwaukee's gone 2 of 5 from three-point land here in the first quarter. There's a screen. Demon. No good on the triple. The Knicks with the lead. Right side Curry. Dunn outside. To the paint. That's in for the first basket of the game after 3 attempts.
And there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
And so now a timeout called by Doc Rivers. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out.
Every timeout, a chance to review the lineups, matchups, or call a play.
And the guys get a little bit of a break. Mentally, physically, just recharge here quickly.
Put your hands together. Put your hands together.
With this stoppage in play, we have a chance now to show you which teams led the league in three-point percentage last year. Bucks number 1.
You know, they went through stretches when they just didn't miss from beyond the arc. I mean, that carried them right to the top of that list.
Smith outside. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Oh, love the determination Smith showed there, refusing to let the contact alter his shot.
Curry passes to Harris.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
To the middle. Here's Brown.
And a chance here to check out some stats on Steph Curry. Last season, he played outstanding. He averaged 24 per clip, 6 assists and 4 rebounds. Even if you key in on him all game, he still finds a way to get his numbers.
Right, the skill, the awareness, the physical ability, it's all there. And that's what makes this guy so hard to check.
And the first one drops. So he gets them both. Bucks trail by 3. And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Thank you, Kevin. Stephen Curry is nearing the finish line. He said every year there's some new style, new energy coming through that challenges you. And seeing these young dudes come up and understanding how much talent there is, this is not going to be around forever. So enjoy every moment of it. Back to you guys.
Thanks a lot, Allie.
Well, the greatest shooter in the history of the game. Curry, so good from deep.
It's to Hardaway. There's a good screen for the 3. Can't get it to fall, and he's missed the second after making his first. Here's Horford. Still scoreless. Outside Curry. And again, it's a New York 3.
Yeah, great outside shooting, really fueling this run.
Smith with a screen on Curry. Puts one up from 19. And another basket for Milwaukee.
Supreme confidence. Smith really stretches the floor with his ability to shoot.
36 seconds left to play here in the first. Down low, here's Horford, and the jump by Horford.
Oh, he just punches that one down with a fury.
Rubs it in a little deeper with the hanging finish. Bounce pass Smith. Here's Demon, guarded by Curry. And it's Demon missing. Now here's Curry. Up in time. No good on the last second attempt there. And so it's New York heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. And they've done a phenomenal job down low. So many of their points coming right at the rim. And we'll be back with you shortly. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Knicks.
Straight away, they've opened things up offensively with skillful passing, running smart plays, and just setting guys up for success.
The other thing that's gone exceptionally well for them tonight is the shooting they've displayed from beyond the three-point arc.
And Milwaukee, looking at who they've got. We've got Hardaway. Thompson is out there with Grayson Allen. And it's Smith. And it's Matkovic in at the 5, down low. White looking around. Pass to Berenger. Here's Harris. To the inside. And he jams it with authority.
Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying to get back into a game like this.
Ouch, Greg, that is definitely an emphasis jam. A big apostrophe or exclamation point, maybe even a question mark. And Milwaukee has possession. The Knicks making the shot. Allen kicks to Smith. It's rebounded by Edgecombe.
That's a breakdown defensively right there, folks. He just could not make them pay.
Greg, we know something every scout liked about V.J. Edgecombe was his raw physical ability.
Yeah, many felt he was already NBA ready in terms of his physique. He's fast, he's strong, and he can just leap out of the gym. No waiting for him to fill out. This guy is ready to go.
Now Edgecombe. After Tim Hardaway missed from long range.
Control, confidence, Edgecombe showing it all from the midi.
Pass to Smith. Back to Thompson. Smith sets the pick for Thompson. Poked away. It's stolen by Harris. Clark with it. Now Smith defending. They blow the whistle just as he gets it off. That's 2 points with a chance for another one at the stripe. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. Thomas Bryant, he's checked in for New York. Dunn comes in for Tobias Harris. The Bucks also changing it up. Smith is checked in, and Paul George is subbed in for Hardaway.
One shot.
And that one falls for Clark. And Greg, everyone talks about the importance of basketball IQ. Can you win in the NBA with a low IQ team?
Boy, it would be tough. I mean, there's a reason younger teams typically don't win at the highest level. But you need to take those lumps and get that experience and learn from those lessons.
Thompson. And no good. The dry spell continuing for him. Clark into the lane.
Yeah, they're rolling right now. That lead continues to grow.
And one of the things that's helped that is they're getting it done on both ends. Terrific focus on offense, and they're locked in defensively.
Inside, and he goes in for the dunk.
Yeah, how about that one? Able to maintain control and finish the play.
First personal foul.
The Bucks have converted 1 of 2 free throws so far today.
And they were 75% from the line a season ago.
Anunoby, he's checked in for the Knicks. And for those of you just joining us in the second quarter with about 3 minutes gone by. Outside, White. Edgecombe with the screen for White. Pass to Edgecombe. Now Bryant. 4 on the clock. And there's another one for the Knicks.
Just such a good finisher around the bucket. Thomas Bryant has so many moves he can turn to. Nice.
Allen outside. And almost 4 minutes gone here in the second quarter of play. Outside for George. It's rebounded by New York. Bryant's got his 4th rebound in this one. Outside, White. Anunoby outside. Pass to Edgecombe. Bryant a screen on Allen. And it's blocked. And they recover it. New York needs to get off a shot. Here's George, and George with the stuff.
Man, after all the injury setbacks, you see the elevation Paul George has. That is impressive.
Here's Edgecombe. Finds the bottom of the bucket from 13 feet out. Edgecombe's got 4 points this quarter.
And nice job taking what the defenders gave him. But these guys need a gut check right now.
Well, simply stated, simply not enough effort, not enough attention to detail. They've gotten run over this evening.
Now, here's George. He's got 6, shoots over Anunoby, and it's George missing.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Out to White. Anunoby with it. George picks him up. Now here's White. He's covered closely. Rebound, Milwaukee. Here's Highsmith. Still without a basket. Down low. Stolen by Anunoby. White up top. Dunn with a screen on Allen. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two. That one on George.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
The Knicks shooting their sixth and seventh free throws in the game.
Shooting two.
No good on that one for the Knicks. Al Horford is checked in for Thomas Bryant, and Curry subbed in for Edgecombe. A big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Good on the second free throw. Bucks trail by 16, and timeout called by Doc Rivers. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup.
Check out a breakdown looking at some data for White. He had a strong showing last season. He was around 16 points per last year, 4 assists and 4 rebounds. And it's nice to be able to bring someone with his defensive skill set off the bench.
I think, in fact, to win a championship, you usually need a guy like this on your roster.
Harris against Dunn. And Middleton kicks to Gafford. Pass to Hartenstein. Bucks passing it around. Just 5 to shoot. It's stolen by Curry. And here is Anunoby. Guarded by Harris. Harris against Anunoby. It's rebounded by Amen Thompson. Pass to Gafford. To end the drought. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Thompson's got 3 assists now in this one. Now Dunn. Over in the corner. White. Anunoby finds Dunn. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Curry. New York, no good that time either.
That's a shot he makes with regularity, but that time the defense up to the challenge.
Pass to Harris, and stolen by White. Goes up, and White slams it in.
That's what you call speed, being the difference in transition off the steal. Derek White so heads up.
Now here's Gafford. Back to Thompson, and here is Harris. Middleton for 3, hangs home the trifecta. Middleton's got 6.
Boy, that's just inviting trouble. Defensively, you simply can't give him that much space.
Pass to Anunoby. Dunn outside. Shot clock at 6. Curry kicks to White. And the 3 off target. Bucks trail by 13. Left side, Harris. To the middle. Wants to get it to Gafford and does. Oh, and the jam by Gafford.
Oh, that was an absolutely vicious throwdown by Daniel Gafford. Go get him.
And so Mike Brown calls a timeout. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. Different look for Milwaukee. Bruno Fernando's checked in for Hartenstein. Jabari Smith comes in for Daniel Gafford. And Demon subbed in for Amen Thompson. Pass to Curry. To the paint. Here's Beringer, and he takes the feed in stride and spins it home.
And Curry isn't just a lights-out scorer. He's also efficient at moving the ball and getting it to his teammates.
Middleton outside. Smith on the wing. Here's Demon. Hasn't made one yet. Shot clock at 3. That's tipped.
Solid rebound there, and with the score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy.
Curry passes to Horford. Here's Beringer, covered by Smith. Fires the 3. Curry can't get it to go.
Boy, they've managed without him to a degree, which bodes well for them overall.
Here's Demon. Back to Middleton. Shoots it up. It's hauled in by Harris. The Knicks leading by 13. Outside Curry. From deep. And Chris Middleton pulls it down.
Boy, after dropping 2 triples in the first quarter, he hasn't hit another yet.
So, GA, when you think about Steph Curry's legacy, he changed the way the NBA game is played.
Man, it is hard to find a player who's had the impact of a Steph Curry, making us rethink what is possible. Curry's endless range has really inspired a generation.
And here is Curry, following the 3-pointer by Chris Middleton. To the inside. Takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the 2-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. Here's Demon, guarded by Curry. And he gets the bucket.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
White the pass to Curry. Pass to Beringer. Outside, White. With 3, Harris. Milwaukee with the rebound. 34 seconds left in the second quarter. The shot by Middleton, wide open. It's good. The assist that time from Smith. Middleton's got it back down to within single digits for the Bucks. For the New York Knicks, they come in off a good outing against the Hawks. Harris against Middleton. Harris inside, and he uses the glass on the layup. And the Knicks lead by 9.
And it does a world of good for them to have Harris getting busy inside. Gives them that inside-out edge they're looking for.
Boy, how about that pass? He put it right where it needed to be.
And so it's New York heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. They've got a big advantage in the turnover stats because of their intense defense. And let's hear from Allie LaForce, who joins us from the sidelines. Allie?
Thanks. I'm here with Doc Rivers and Coach. I know you cannot be happy with this team's play in the first half. What will you tell them they need to improve on?
The score and our effort, our offense. They're just playing harder. They're more physical. They're tougher. Honestly, we're very lucky right now.
Lots to improve on in the second half. Thanks, Coach.
Terrific stuff, Allie. Thank you so much. And we'll be back for the third quarter right after this halftime break.
Thanks for stopping by, y'all. First up on the show tonight, a quick look ahead of some upcoming games on the docket.
Well, look here now at New York. I've always loved when I started the season at home. I'd be eating good, I'd be dominating down low, I'd be picking up that big old dub.
So, Shaq, how many of those Game 1 home openers did you actually win over your career?
AOT, Ernie, all of them.
And so, thinking about the first half of this game, it's likely we'll see some adjustments for the Bucks.
To me, it starts with their effort. They have to become more active defensively to prevent easy look shot.
Yeah, the only way to slow down a team with good scores is to disrupt their rhythm. Otherwise, you fire up that barbecue.
Man, that was 1987 all over again.
And that's all for us. Now it's time to send it back to Kevin Harlan for the beginning of the third quarter.
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. You know, Chris Middleton has really been making it happen, guys.
Yeah, he's just been raining down on them from deep here. Talk about dialed in.
Well, he's in a great rhythm, looking comfortable and confident.
And so White will bring it up for the New York Knicks. Derek White is out there with Curry. Then it's Brandon Clark. Then it's OG Anunoby. And it's Bryant in at the 5 spot. That's the group for Mike Brown as we get going here in the second half.
Curry is just lethal from outside.
George passes to Hartenstein. Shot's good by Middleton.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
On its way from Curry for 2, and again it's New York.
Boy, Curry just taking over and seemingly able to get anything he wants right now.
Count it. Hartenstein's got his first 2 points.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Now here's Curry. Another 3 for New York.
I'll tell you exactly the start to this half that you're looking for. He's taken free shots. He's made free shots.
Thompson the bounce pass. Hartenstein finds Thompson. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Thompson's got 6 points.
It helps that Thompson can score with either hand close to the bucket. Defenders can't force him to one side or the other.
Now, here's Anunoby. Right side Curry. And Thompson sends it back.
They tried to stay perfect in the half, but 3 for 4 now.
Pass to Middleton. Jacks up a 3. It's rebounded by New York. On the wing, Anunoby. He's defended by Hartenstein. Bryant sets the screen for Curry. Here's Bryant. Outside Curry. 5 to shoot. 3-pointer. Anunoby, no good. Bucks trail by 9. George with the ball. And Curry picks him up defensively. Thompson passes to Middleton. Now, here is George. Offline with his 3.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Anunoby passes to White. The 3. It's hauled in by Paul George. For Milwaukee, they've gone 3 of 5 to start the second half, developing a nice rhythm out there. Doesn't get it to drop for him. Good D by Anunoby.
You know, for this team to win games, he knows he's got to be much more efficient than he's been.
Such a selfless player. Anunoby isn't focused on his own shot. He's looking to create.
Now here's Thompson. He's got 6. Middleton outside. George against Anunoby. Back to Middleton. The tray. And the rejection by Clark. White against Middleton. White the pass to Curry. It's rebounded by Amen Thompson.
But the defense hanging in right there, making that shot really difficult.
Yep, that one goes in there. Thompson's got 8 points.
How about that move? Is this guy special or what? Just love watching him operate inside.
And so Mike Brown calls a timeout. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. Comes in for OG Anunoby. And it's Edgecombe in for Derek White. Pass to Dunn. Curry looking it over. 14 feet away. Made that one. It's his 7th of the contest. 7 for 15 from the floor.
Boy, he is just doing it all right now. And the more the ball goes through the net, the more his confidence grows.
And here is Hardaway. 6 on the shot clock. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It goes on Brandon Clark.
Well, this is a quick and decisive offensive player who's not afraid of contact. Love Tim Hardaway Jr. accepting the contact.
He's off on the first.
I'll tell you, Tim Hardaway Jr. has shown signs of being a lights-out scorer, and he's got the game to do just that.
And the second free throw, good. Well, Doris, clearly the NBA award voting is an imperfect process and is often the cause of some intense debate.
Just look at the most valuable player debate over the last 5 or 6 seasons. You've had guys neck and neck for maybe the most prestigious award in the league. And one of the things that frustrates me, Kevin, is when a player has won multiple MVP and voter fatigue comes into place. It drives me nuts.
Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
Hey guys, basketball is a beautiful game, but Commissioner Adam Silver said the most important part from our standpoint is ensuring that there's always competitive tension on the floor. Fans like the physical aspect that comes with this game. We don't want that to be lost. Back to you.
Keeping that edge. Thanks so much for the report, Allie. Here's Hardaway. Following the score by New York. Three-pointer. And it's Bryant with the rebound. Bryant's got 6 rebounds in the game. Bounce pass from Clark. Here's Edgecombe. Banked in off the glass. Edgecombe's got 6.
Unlike most young guards, Edgecombe would rather have it around the rim. Doesn't want to just chuck up James.
Allen for 3. Drops in the tray.
Yeah, he needs to take a lot more shots. He's been efficient, trying to get his teammates involved, but it's time for him to step up.
Clark outside. Allen against Dunn. It's Curry outside. Sinks the triple. Curry's got 13 points in the second half.
That's his 5th triple of the night. 2 in the first half, 3 in this one. Huge production.
And timeout called by Doc Rivers. Coach needs a moment to talk things over. So both teams making some changes here. No one had more success at the foul line last season than this group of players. Number 1, Stephen Curry.
And no doubt he finished the season right where he should have on that list. He was far and away the best free throw shooter in the league.
High post Allen, and stolen by Harris. And here they come. Edgecombe with it. 6 points for him. Here's the 3. Fernando pulls it in. Fernando's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. It's Allen on the wing. Guarded by Harris. Driving to the basket. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Smith for 3. The basket good off the assist from Allen. Smith's got his 3rd basket of the night right there. Outside Curry. Horford kicks to Harris. Curry on the wing. He's got 21. Pass to Horford. Rebound, Milwaukee. Fernando's got rebound number 5 here tonight. And it's Smith finishing it off.
And guys, we're going to see a lot of that from this show, man. Smith right now, beasting.
Now here is Harris. Here's Beringer. He's got 8. Curry from 3.
Three-point shooting since the half has been about as good as you could ask for.
Hardaway passes to Fernando. Pass to Allen. Out to Hardaway. And the Bucks hit again from deep.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
It is really difficult to get your feet completely set, to stay completely still. It's almost surprising to me that it isn't called more often.
The Knicks making a switch here. White's checked in. The Bucks also with the sub. Harris is checked in for Demon. Now here's Hardaway. He has 6. Shoots over White. Hardaway, no good. Harris up top. Guarded by Harris. Curry against Demon. Pass to Horford. Here's Harris. On its way from Curry for 2. Here's Beringer.
That's what he gives you, a big-time presence on the glass.
And you know what, Greg? Once he gets his hands on it, he's not even thinking about kicking it out.
No reason to do so there. He was going to leave, no doubt.
And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
Looking now at some numbers for Harris. A very nice season for him last year. Averaged about 13 points a game, 6 rebounds, and 2 assists. Well, fans of this team will take this kind of production from him without hesitation.
I tell you, he has been a solid contributor. They have called his number, and he has delivered for them.
Daniel Gafford's checked in for the Bucks. Thompson comes in for Allen. Clark, a screen on Gafford. Down low. And Clark slams it in.
Quick off the floor and powerful. Clark loves to attack that rim.
And so it's Thompson with it. He'll bring it up for Milwaukee. Trailing by 13. 1:22 left in the third quarter. Milwaukee needs to get off a shot here. Hardaway from outside. Knicks with the rebound.
Sometimes the game requires you to just keep at it, so he's got to be aggressive.
No good from Clark. Bucks trail by 13. Hardaway dishes to Thompson. Inside, Fernando. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
All the officials are all over that one.
For Milwaukee, they have made 3 of 5 free throw attempts.
At the line, 2 shots.
Take a break. 2 shots.
And he makes the first. Chris Middleton's checked in for Milwaukee. He's off on the second. The Knicks leading by 12. Left side, Harris. Over in the corner, White. Over Harris. And it's White missing. For Milwaukee, they've gone better than 53% from the floor since halftime. Shooting 8 of 15. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. Pass to Gafford. And here's Thompson. Now Middleton. The 3. It's rebounded by Curry. Shot from the wing. Wow! Unbelievable!
can't do it much better than that, right before the clock expires.
What a way to seize momentum. Can it carry over into the next quarter? Beautifully done.
It's been all about Stephen Curry for New York. They kept going to him again and again, and he delivered with a monster quarter. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
I'll tell you, in today's game, you want skill and decision-making at every position.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. On the court for the Bucks, Thompson is out there with George. Then it's Chris Middleton. Then there's Isaiah Hartenstein. And it's Highsmith in at the 4th.
And with his movement skills, Thompson routinely catches defenders out of position.
And taking a quick look here, guys, at the hustle stats for the Knicks.
And they've shown great focus on the defensive end, putting constant pressure on the ball and really disruptive in terms of what they've done defensively.
And you also have to love the way they've gotten out and run in transition. A ton of good chances tonight simply from being willing to run the floor.
And so Thompson nails both of them. The Knicks leading by 12. Anunoby outside. Back to Curry. Wide, a screen on Thompson. Curry's shot is off. Pass to Thompson. Thompson sets the pick for Middleton. Outside, George. And that one is good from Hartenstein.
Well, this is what Isaiah Hartenstein does, right? He just keeps working on the glass. Both ends, nicely done.
Back to Curry, from past the arc. Paul George grabs the miss. Bucks trail by 10. Pass to Thompson. George looking over the floor. Over Clark. George with the bucket.
Now, this is a reliable aspect of Paul George's game. That in-between jumper is pure.
Clark outside. And White kicks to Anunoby. That's 3 pointers off the mark.
You know, things haven't clicked for him offensively, but other guys around him, give them credit. They're filling in the gaps.
Highsmith the pass to Thompson. Middleton outside. To the middle. It'll go, and the New York lead is cut down now to just 6 points with that basket from Hartenstein.
They are just killing them on the interior.
It's Bryant, top of the key. Pass to Clark, and stolen by Thompson. Outside, George. Back to Thompson. For 3, Middleton. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Thompson's got 6 assists in the game. For those just joining us, 4th quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. And so it's Mike Brown here calling timeout. There was no hesitating. He wants to talk to the team right now. change here. Gafford's checked in. Now let's take a minute to talk to Allie LaForce courtside. Allie.
Mike Brown was just reviewing the plan with his team. He was clapping in the huddle, saying to his guys, loving the effort right now, keep the intensity on them. Leave no doubt in their mind that this game is ours. Guys, back to you.
Terrific, Allie. We appreciate the report. And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Bryant, a screen on Thompson. Here's Curry with the three. Trains the three-pointer. Curry's got 27 points.
He has a lot of points from long range this half. He's taking advantage of a really tired defense.
Anunoby against George. Good on the shot.
And they have gotten themselves back into this game just in the nick of time. If that one had come any later, it would have been Katie bar the door.
Showing so much passion and determination here at the end. They're close to the lead, but still have plenty of work left to do.
Bucks trail by 4. Middleton the pass to Hartenstein. And the dunk by Hartenstein.
Well, and it took a terrific effort at both ends to sustain this run.
They found their composure on both ends of the floor, and that is what triggered this run.
Curry fires from way outside. Can't drop the tough three-pointer. And it's Milwaukee's ball. They're on a 15-3 run right now. And George kicks to Gafford. Thompson for 3. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. At one point, they led by 16. White the pass to Anunoby. And here is Bryant outside White. Good, and it's Bryant picking up the assist. Bryant's got 3 assists tonight.
That's 2 triples for him. 1 in the first, 1 in the second.
Pass to Gafford. Now here's Middleton. White covering. Middleton the pass to Thompson. Gafford sets the pick for George. And he stays with it. And again, it's Milwaukee converted.
Boy, what a quarter he's had. Go ahead, young sir. Keep the pressure on.
It's Curry outside. And again, New York with the triple.
There is nothing Steph Curry can't do on the floor. He is a Hall of Famer. And right now, the defense has got to find a way to get him off balance.
Now here's Middleton. Hartenstein with the screen on White. Middleton can't get it to go. Anunoby passes to Bryant. The kick out to Anunoby. Bryant looking over the floor. 5 on the clock. Fires the 3. A rebound by the Bucks. Gafford's got 6 rebounds in the game. To the inside. Terrific assist, a nice finish. Solid play all around.
Well, you can try to bump him, you can try to move him, but Daniel Gafford that close is going to finish.
On the wing, Bryant. Outside Curry. Oh, what a stroke from Curry.
12 straight points off of three-pointers, and the D looks Chelsea.
And we've got a timeout called by Doc Rivers. Clearly, he's got something his players need to hear, and immediately.
Here they are, fans. Put your hands together for your new city doctor.
Now Thompson. Outside, George. Clock at 6. Pass to Middleton. Driving the lane. It's rebounded by New York. At one point, they led by 16. Here's White. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That's on Daniel Gafford.
When you are the aggressor, being assertive, very often you're going to get the whistle, as Derek White did there.
And that one falls for White. And both free throws good for White. And so it's Milwaukee now. 9-point game. George dishes to Middleton. George against Anunoby. From 11 feet away. No good off the front iron. For New York, they've gone 4 of 10 here in the final period. Not the time to go cold. Mark against Gafford. And stolen by Thompson. In the corner, George with it. Knocks it loose.
Well, he went into the locker room with 1-3 to his credit, and he's still looking here for number 2.
And so it's Mike Brown here calling timeout. He's not taking any chances. He wants to huddle them up right away.
If you see yourself on the big screen, then you know what to do. Show us your move. Show us your move. Dancing with speed. Somebody doesn't have rhythm.
Harris is checked in for Thomas Bryant. The Bucks also with the sub. Gary Harris is checked in for George.
On the court.
The Knicks leading by 9. Outside Curry. Clark left side. Got a hand on it.
Always looking for opportunities to let you feel them on the defensive end. Go ahead, Isaiah.
Lock it 2. Curry can't get it to go. And here's Middleton bringing it up now for Milwaukee. Out of bounds, New York takes possession.
One of those nights where the wheels come off, nerves seem to be playing a factor.
Middleton against Anunoby. Outside Curry. Clark outside. Pass to Harris. Gafford with the ball. Picked up by Harris. Trying to end the drought. Harris passes to Thompson. From down low. Good. And Harris gets the assist.
I'll tell you, he comes out of the locker room, and all of a sudden, he's a different guy.
The Knicks leading by 7. Outside White. Back to Curry. Anunoby outside. Clock at 4. And White kicks to Anunoby. And again, it's the Knicks missing.
I'll tell you, he's been struggling, but they are still in line to come out of here with a W.
And there it is for him. And now it's only a 5-point New York lead.
And the pressure just doesn't get to Middleton. In fact, he enjoys, embraces it, loves the opportunity to take the big shot.
Now, here's Clark. Anunoby outside. Harris misses the three. And it's Harris with the ball for Milwaukee. Now Thompson beyond the arc. Gafford, the hustle points. Huge bucket.
Gafford's teammates believe in this guy, and that is a big-time delivery.
Outside Curry. For three. Can't get it. Bucks trail by 3. Middleton fires. The shot is off. New York shooting in this fourth quarter pretty dire at 27%.
Well, Stephen Curry has always been able to draw contact, but now he's so physically strong that he's able to absorb it better.
Good on the first, and that gives them a 4-point cushion.
Stephen Curry, guys, is going to be remembered as the greatest shooter in the history of the sport, but we should not sleep on the amount of winning this guy has done as well.
Paul George, he's checked in for Harris. And so both free throws are good, and it's a 5-point game.
Yeah, 2-possession game now after knocking both of those down.
George against Anunoby. Hartenstein, strong move off the glass.
Oh, important points right there. Hartenstein gets the call, and he puts it in the cup.
Curry, and Thompson sends it back, and they'll keep possession. Here's Curry. And again for 3. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable.
Bucks trail by 6.
This has reached desperation time for him.
I'll tell you, you need absolute perfection on every possession. That's what it's going to take here.
Hartenstein with the screen for Thompson. And a fast break now for the Knicks. A great pass leads him right to the rack.
You like how Derek White scans the floor, always aware of where the opportunities are. Nicely done.
And Doc Rivers has called a timeout. Wants to make sure everybody's coordinated and intent.
Here they are.
The Knicks making a switch here. Walsh is checked in.
Number 27.
White against Middleton. George, Thompson up top. 34 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Middleton. Off target from outside.
I mean, I guess you can appreciate the confidence, but his three-point shooting has been brutal this half.
I think it's safe to call this one a wrap.
Well, it's been a hard-fought battle through much of the night. They just missed out on a couple of opportunities they'd love to do over.
So it's New York picking up the win. Some good moments throughout this one, but they had the clear advantage down the stretch.
Yeah, I mean, I love the way they executed on both ends of the floor, completely under control for the vast majority of the game. And whenever there was a misstep, they just didn't allow it to fester, and that's why they're going to walk away with the win.
Now let's send it over. Oh, terrific job, Ellie. Thank you so much. That was enjoyable. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Dorisburg, Greg Anthony and our sideline
Opening night, always a lot of fun for a broadcaster. But what's it like as a player?
Well, no matter how many years you have in the league, opening night creates more butterflies than any other night. You want to make that great first impression for sure, but you're also really excited that it starts to count.
And are you nervous right now?
A tad, Ryan, a tad.
Here are the 5 for the Cavaliers. Kyrie Irving out there with Marcus Smart. Then it's Jackson. Then it's Lauri Markkanen. And it's Ayton in at the center position. Here's James. After the basket by Cleveland. Inside, here's Bol. The shot's good on the assist by James.
Well, LeBron knows how to share the load. He's always getting other guys involved out there on the floor.
Irving, the pass to Ayton. Here's Smart. Pass to Markkanen. Now Ayton. His last outing, he had 18 points. Smart for 3. Drills it from deep.
Getting the ball and taking his shot, Smart makes it look almost effortless.
Outside Eason. Drummond up top. Outside Bol. Watson passes to Bol. 5 on the clock. Now here is James. Up again. Great positioning on the putback.
And with great length and explosiveness, Drummond's ability to clean up the glass is second to none.
Stolen by Drummond. Watson passes to Bol. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. They'll pin that one on Marcus Smart.
Yeah, you never want to let shots at the rim go uncontested.
You know, Tim, when given the opportunity, Bol has shown flashes of being an impactful player.
Oh, B.A., he is a very intriguing talent with his size and skill set. Now, for him, it's all about consistency and translating that potential into winning plays.
The first free throw is good. Tim, how do you like this blend for the new Pistons? Wily veterans alongside the new blood.
I love the way they have built this team. Shooting was their Achilles heel, but these veterans bring spacing and savvy.
That one's no good.
Well, they had a chance to take the lead, but at least he tied it up.
Smart, count the basket. Smart has got his second basket of the night.
That's a great way to start. 3 for 3.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
A bit ago, J.B. Bickerstaff and I were able to chat. He's focused on Jaren Jackson Jr. tonight, always a big problem for opponents. Coach told me Triple J does the 2 things we all want, hit threes and block shots. He's won a Defensive Player of the Year, so we're talking about one of the toughest guys to game plan for because he's really good at both ends. Guys?
Okay, thanks, Allie. Now here's Markkanen. Basket is good. Nice setup from Irving.
And I love their energy so far. They're now 4 for 4 from the field.
James outside. Eason a screen on Smart. And there's James from the arc. And again, no good by Detroit.
Well, he wanted to answer that three with one of his own. Unfortunately, he couldn't knock it down.
And out of bounds, Detroit will have it.
Well, that is the definition of an unforced error. It's very unfortunate. And the coach is going to have something to say about that.
Pistons trail by 5. Outside Eason. There's a screen by Bowl. And it's Eason with the three.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
The Cavs have gone 4 of 4 from the floor. Perfect start. Markkanen outside. Ayton, a screen on Eason. Back to Irving. Unloads. The rebound by Detroit. The Cavs beat them last time when they met in Cleveland.
It was a narrow loss the last time they faced each other. A game they felt they should have won.
Really tough to win in this league when your starters get into foul trouble like that. I thought it was the difference. He had the right idea going to the fadeaway, but the defender stayed right on it.
Pass to Jackson. Outside Irving. Into the lane. It's tipped. Bowl, pass to James. And it goes. As the official calls the foul, count it, and he'll shoot one more at the line. Grant, LeBron has had so much recognition over the years, but truly, he might not get enough credit for what he's meant to the NBA.
Yeah, you might be right, B.A. Truly a global ambassador for the game of basketball. He set the standard for what a superstar can be, really, in any sport.
And now they lead as the free throw drops in for him.
The versatility of James remains so impressive. He does so many things so well.
Markkanen sets a screen. On the wing, Irving. Defended by Eason. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. Well, great to see Kyrie Irving back on the court and producing, Tim.
Yeah, with that ACL tear coming late in the season, it really set him back. The game is just better with Kyrie in action, making highlights on a nightly basis.
That free throw good from Irving.
Yeah, Kyrie is such a high IQ player. He is so good at breaking down a defense and finding ways to score in tough situations.
He's perfect from the line this time.
And one of the responsibilities with being a great player is making free throws.
Outside Watson. Pass to Eason. And Bowl, here we go. Perfect night so far, 2 for 2.
Yeah, everybody will remember the bucket, but how about that pass to set it up?
Irving looking around. And it's blocked. And it's out of bounds to Cleveland. And we have to take another look at that block.
What a play. I mean, that'll have the offense thinking twice about taking shots in his presence.
Sabonis, he's checked in for Ayton.
Number 41, Sabonis.
Just 5 to shoot. Cleveland again missing. The Pistons have gone 5 of 9 from the floor. Outside Watson. Pass to James. Three-pointer. Cavaliers with a rebound. Jackson's got 4 rebounds in the game.
It's a tough stretch for him right now. He may want to find a different way to stay involved.
Left side Bowl. That falls. Nice feed that time from James. Bowles got 7 points in the game.
For someone with his scoring numbers, it's remarkable James still makes time to set others up.
Smart outside. Back to Irving from outside the arc. And once again, off the mark by Cleveland.
Something's off about him this quarter.
He seems like he's moving okay, but clearly something isn't right.
And he's going to the line for two. The official saw contact while he was going up. And taking a quick gander here at the hustle stats for the Pistons.
Well, so far they've been immensely aggressive on the defensive side, denying easy shots, and it's made a difference in the game.
And I like how they've played defense, turning turnovers into points. Those are huge.
The new group getting ready for the Pistons. Reed's checked in for Bull. Hunter comes in for Eason. Norman Powell, he's checked in for Watson. Jenkins comes in for James. Cleveland also making some changes. Batum is checked in for Jackson. Oubre comes in for Markkanen. And Tyrese Halliburton subbed in for Irving. And he makes the first. And so Drummond nails them both. The Cavaliers trail by 5. Batum sets a screen. Three-pointer, Halliburton. And Reed pulls it down. Detroit has gone 1 of 4 from deep. Outside Hunter. Pass to Drummond. Here's Jenkins. Puts up a 3. Can't get his first shot of the game to fall. Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt.
And the three-pointer goes.
Yeah, you've got to be attached at the hip to Halliburton, especially when he's operating on the perimeter.
Pass to Reed. It's Smart on the wing. Powell covers. And Sabonis slams it in.
What a two-way play. Just tremendous.
Yeah, the steal was slick. The slam topped it off.
What a great sequence. You've got to love the effort. That's big time.
Powell finds Hunter. To the middle. Here's Reed. And he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
B.A., when he gets the rim in his sights, it's tough to stop.
So aggressive and a determined finisher. Nice. Now here's Halliburton. Pass to Oubre. Kicks it out to Smart. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Batum. It's another 3 for Cleveland.
This is experience at work. Batum knows he has the shot. No need to think about it at all.
And here's Drummond. Pass to Hunter. Detroit needs to get off a shot for 3. Powell. Batum pulls it in. Cleveland has gone 4 of 6 from deep to start this game. Halliburton, the pass to Sabonis. Batum outside. The 3 is up. The rebound by Detroit. Powell outside. Pass to Hunter. And the call is going to be, yes, an illegal screen. And a chance now to look at the highest scoring teams in the league from last season. Cleveland, number 1.
The way this team played on the offensive end last year was remarkable. It seemed like every night they got everything they wanted and then some.
Bomba's checked in for Drummond. Zion Williamson is checked in for the Cavaliers. And so now a timeout called by Kenny Atkinson. He might have seen something and needs to review with his guys. All right, a chance now to take a look at the steals over the last few months for Tari Eason.
I get the feeling he hasn't been paying as much attention defensively as he should be. His steal numbers have dipped in the past few months. He needs to get back some of that intensity on defense.
And count it. The shot is good, and he'll go to the line.
Well, there's not much you can do if you're guarding a player like Zion. He's bringing the action to you. It is very difficult to avoid contact.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for Cleveland.
Well, we're in the era of the three-point basket. So if you want to win games in this league, you have to connect from deep, and they have been thus far.
Another highlight for them has been their early ball movement, making quick, decisive passes to set up guys for great looks.
Tim, you look at Zion's play. Steady growth as a passer.
Well, he has more than doubled his rate of assists since his rookie year, while keeping his turnover numbers pretty stable. Brian, that makes him even more lethal offensively.
They get the rebound. Pass to Powell. The three. And the rebound goes to Cleveland.
It's tough to get open in this league, and when you do, it hurts not to capitalize.
Halliburton on the attack. Gets it to go. That makes him 2 for 3 in this game.
They're creating space on his own. Halliburton with a sweet move to create enough daylight for the bucket.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Hey guys, Zion Williamson is a force offensively, but now he's applying his physical gifts to the other end of the court. He said, quote, teams were hunting me on defense. Watching the film, I didn't like that. I just started taking a lot more pride in it, working on it so I can hold my own. Back to you, B.A.
Locking in. All right, Allie, appreciate the report.
At the line with the 3, Jenkins.
3 shots. 3 shots.
And he's good on the first of 3. No good on the second free throw. And he nails the third. 1:53 left in the first quarter here. Now here's Halliburton. He's got 5. Oubre on the wing. Williamson outside. Fires the 3. The rebound by Bamba. Pistons trail by 4. Here's Jenkins. Pass to Bamba. Rejected. Halliburton, the pass to Sabonis. And Sabonis slams it in.
Oh, the guy is a monster around the rim. Now, if Sabonis is in close, he's going right for it.
Outside Hunter. Bamba, a screen on Oubre. Here's Hunter. Can't get it to go. Missed his first one. The Cavaliers lead by 6. Halliburton on the wing. Off target from 3-point range. They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
And it's Bamba finishing strong.
That's a great look. His teammate was on the move, but he put it right where it needed to be.
Now here's Sabonis. Picked by Sabonis. Out to Oubre. Halliburton outside. Sabonis with a screen on Hunter. Halliburton for three. The rebound by Detroit. Hunter with the ball. No points yet. Bamba, a screen on Oubre. And here's Hunter for three. And that's not going to go. And so the first quarter is in the books. Cavaliers ahead, up by 4. And back to the start of the second quarter in just a moment. If you're just joining us, we played through one quarter in this one. And taking a look at the Cavs' performance here, guys, what are your thoughts?
They're getting a big contribution from the bench already.
They needed a jolt from that second unit, and that's exactly what they got.
Bull out there with Mo Bamba. Then it's Tari Eason. Then there's James. And it's Watson in a 2-guard. That's the group for Detroit right now. Now here's Markkanen. Shot clock at 6. Back to Smart. Oh, it's blocked by Bamba. And now it's time to take another view of that huge swat.
And this is exactly why he's out here, in order to block shots in tight games like this.
And the Cavaliers making a change here. Ayton's checked in. Pistons trail by 4. Outside Eason. Bamba, a screen on Markkanen. Back to James. Over Smart. Hits the target from 18 feet. James has got his second bucket on the night. And one thing about this game, Grant, on any given night, you can see an upset.
Yeah, I mean, BA, it just shows how hard it is to be consistent night in and night out. Every team in the league has quality players. So if you're off your game even just a little, that could be enough to lose it for you.
Now, here is James. 5 points in the game. Eason can't get it to go. And so it's Irving who brings up the ball for the Cavaliers. They get it back. Markkanen outside. No good with the triple. Oh, no. He may have gotten injured right there. Man, he's in a lot of pain.
And you guys know that this is something every player worries about, no matter your age or your ability.
And depending on the severity of that, it could be next man up mentality.
Andre Drummond is checked in for Detroit.
Number 0, Andre Drummond. Once again, for your Pistons,
Detroit has gone 0 for 2 from outside in the second quarter. James passes to Drummond. Over Jackson. And again, no good by Detroit.
Yeah, that's a sigh of relief heard from the bench. Weak defense didn't cost them that time.
And up the court come the Pistons on the break. Here's Drummond. He nails it. And we're tied. Drummond's got 6.
Every coach in this league loves assisted baskets. It indicates your offense is flowing the way it's supposed to.
Irving for 3. Drummond grabs the miss.
I know he's on a cold streak, but he can't let that get in his head.
If he can just make a couple of buckets, though, this can all be put in his rearview mirror.
Now here's Bowl. He's got 7. Here's Easton. Drops in the 3. And now a 3-point Detroit lead.
Well, the defense was a little soft right there, and it made it a practice shot.
Irving finds Markkanen. Back to Irving to halt the run. Counted from distance. He has 7.
Well, you knew he wasn't going to let that 3 go unanswered. What a response from Kyrie Irving.
Bull against Aiden. And finished off by Bull.
And nobody putting out much of an effort to stop him.
Surprising, in a close game, a lack of energy on defense.
When every possession matters, your defense has to be better.
Now here's Irving. He has 7. Marketed from long range. And the Cavaliers, another 3.
And I want to see Marketing continue to shoot from deep because he's a quality sniper with impressive range.
Marketing against Eason. And that makes him 3 for 4. He's looking good.
We've seen that more than once today. An effortless basket inside.
Outside Irving. A shot from the mid-range. And again, it's Cleveland converting.
Oh, man, Irving so crafty in that mid-range area.
And so the timeout by J.B. Bickerstaff here. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over.
Let's give Coach credit. He's trying to find a way to squeeze the most out of every possession.
Adjustments are everything in this league, and you need to maximize your time to make those adjustments.
And now a look at last season's most proficient free throw shooters. Third is Kyrie Irving.
Very steady at the line. He's the guy who isn't rattled easily, and that shows in his free throw shooting numbers.
And so it's Detroit with it. To the left side wing. Back to James. Over Smart. The shot by James, no good.
And even with the miss, that's a high percentage shot for him.
To the inside. Stolen by Drummond. And we're going to have a jump ball.
You 2 players. That's a jump ball.
Marketing against Eason. And he gets it to go as they call the foul. He's on his way to the line for one more.
And keeping his balance despite getting roughed up. Markkanen, excellent work to score and get to the line as well.
Well, Lauri Markkanen comes from a family full of athletes, Graham.
Oh, yes, indeed, B.A. Lauri's mom and dad were both pro basketball players, and so was one of his brothers. And his other brother is a professional soccer player, so it definitely runs in the family.
All right, Legs, when it comes to rim protection, other than Victor Wembanyama, who's at the top of your list?
Well, certainly his fellow countryman Rudy Gobert would be up there, but I also like guys like Jaren Jackson Jr. and Evan Mobley because I like guys who combine shot blocking with mobility on the perimeter.
Such an influx of great talent with size in the NBA right now.
Great list of young guys who can do both.
And Cleveland has possession following the score by Detroit. Knocks it loose. Pass to Markkanen. Here's Jackson. The rebound by Detroit.
He bailed out the defense because that's an easy look for him.
Outside Watson. Bull, screen on Smart. Outside Eason. Shot clock at 5. Puts it up from the high post. The shot by James, no good. And Irving has got the ball here for the Cavaliers. Ayton, a screen on James. Cleveland again missing.
When you're not at your best, it is great to have teammates who will pick up the slack.
Back to the basics, unleashing the one-hand flush.
Boy, he makes the basics look pretty outstanding, though, huh?
That's true.
And so now a timeout called by Kenny Atkinson. He's going to take a moment to give him a breather and talk things over.
Here comes the ball, Detroit. Hit the piston dancer.
group substitution here for Detroit. Reed's checked in for Drummond. Hunter comes in for Bull. Norman Powell, he's checked in for Watson. Jenkins comes in for LeBron. A big group substitution here for Cleveland. Sabonis, he's checked in for DeAndre Ayton. Batum comes in for Jackson. Oubre, he's checked in for Lauri Markkanen. And Tyrese Halliburton subbed in for Smart. Batum with a screen on Powell. Powell against Irving. Deflected! Here's Powell. Yet to see a basket. That puts him in the lead. And the Pistons lead by 2.
Love that look there, locating his teammate and creating an easy basket.
Outside Irving. With some arc. Powell pulls it in. Detroit has gone 1 for 3 from downtown here in the second. Pass to Jenkins. And here's Hunter from the arc. And the rebound goes to Cleveland. Halliburton outside. To win the drought. And Reed pulls it down. Reed's got 5 rebounds tonight. Outside Eason. Now Reed. It's Powell on the wing. He's guarded by Irving. Powell's shot is off. Cleveland has gone 2 of 6 from distance here in the second quarter. Outside Irving. And a miss there on the triple.
It's clear he's totally out of sync. The team needs to rethink its strategy around what to do with him.
Powell passes to Eason. It's Eason with the jam.
I just love the aggressive finish.
Now, I'm thinking he's sending a strong message with that jam. And Cleveland has possession. 4-point game. Oubre, a screen on Powell. The baseline J is on the way. Eason pulls it in.
One reason this game is so tight is because both teams are hitting the boards with reckless abandon.
Pass to Jenkins. Sinks that one after missing his first 2 attempts. Now 1 for 3.
And once more this half, they find a way to get great position inside.
And so now a timeout called by Kenny Atkinson. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. Williamson is checked in for Cleveland. The Cavaliers trail by 6. Halliburton looking for an opening. Here's Williamson looking to win the run. Outside Oubre. Cleveland working the ball around now. Pass to Williamson. 5 to shoot. Takes the 3. Again, Williamson missing.
They are really struggling to stop this run.
They just need a spark. This is when your leaders have to step up.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce to see how Mo Bamba's doing. Allie?
The head athletic trainer for the Pistons provided some information. They told me it's a collapsed lung, a serious situation, and we're all hoping that he's okay. With an injury like this, it's going to be a slow healing process. Unfortunately, he'll be out for a while, guys.
Thanks as always, Allie. Appreciate the report.
And I'm sure the training staff is doing everything they can to ensure he's back out there as quickly as possible.
Detroit leading by 6. Here's Jenkins. Powell for 3. And the rebound goes to the Cavaliers. Sabonis has got 5 rebounds tonight. Halliburton. Tough bucket in the paint from Halliburton.
And they had early success from the perimeter, but I don't understand how they've gotten away from that here in the second.
Pass to Hunter. Now here's Reed. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. That'll belong to Domantas Sabonis.
Well, that was clearly a foul.
These are his first free throws of the game.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
2 shots.
The first one falls. Tim, growing up in the D.C. area, at what point did you fall in love with the sport of basketball?
Well, B.A., the first team I loved were the Washington Bullets in the late 70s with Elvin Hayes. They won that one championship in Washington. But Larry Bird coming into the league in 1980 really changed everything for me. That's when I truly fell in love with the sport, emulating a guy like that.
Greatest player from the DMV?
Well, I guess I'd have to say Kevin Durant, certainly.
And Tim Legler, of course.
Even better answer.
And now the Cavaliers on the break. Here's Williamson. Oh, like a freight train. Zion Williamson up the floor.
And that's great hustle right there by Zion. He got rewarded for his effort.
Hunter against Williamson. Hunter passes to Powell. Back to Hunter. Powell outside. Let's go with a 3. Rebounded by Halliburton. The Cavaliers trail by 3. Pass to Batum from downtown. That's good. And it's Williamson with the assist. Batum's got his second bucket of the night.
Yeah, when he's near the rim, Zion knows he has collapsed the defense. So now he can kick it out for 3.
Now Reed. Here's Hunter. Back to Reed, to the wing on the left. 3-pointer. And the rebound goes to Cleveland. Sabonis has got 7 rebounds in the game. Batum outside from the arc. And it's in! Oh! Nails the buzzer beater! Are you kidding?
What an ending to the first half. A buzzer-beating 3 to take the lead.
And the first half comes to an end. We've got a close game going here. Cleveland on top, up 3. Stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started.
Thanks for stopping by, y'all. First up on the show tonight, a quick look ahead of some upcoming games on the docket.
You look at Cleveland, like most teams right now, they're optimistic. We'll see how they handle the first couple of games.
Yeah, everyone starts out undefeated. It is a hopeful time of year for everybody. Talking Pistons now. Close game so far for them.
Their trouble is defending the arc. It's got to be a team effort. Just one breakdown, that's all it takes to give up 1-3.
I love playing these types of defenses. I'm ready to lace them up right now and knock some threes down myself, Ernie.
And that's it for halftime. Thank you for joining us. We send you back to Brian Anderson for the start of the third quarter.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during halftime. You gotta like what we're seeing from Tari Eason.
Through 2 quarters of play, he's been an excellent source of points.
Well, and I expect they're going to continue to lean on him as we continue in this game. Why not? The way he's playing right now offensively.
Pistons trail by 3. So for Cleveland right now, we've got Marcus Smart. DeAndre Ayton is out there with Jaren Jackson. Then it's Lauri Markkanen, and it's Irving in at the point. Now here's Smart. Oh, it's blocked by Bull. Eason pass to Bull. Now Watson. To the paint. Outside Bull. Detroit moving the ball around. 6 to shoot. Here's James. Misses the baby hook. The Cavaliers lead by 3. Markkanen up top. Check by James. Jackson outside. Smart outside. A little mid-range shot is up, and he hits the jumper. Smart's got 7 points in the game.
You rarely see Smart operate in the mid-range, but he just takes what the defense gives him on that possession.
Watson passes to James. Double team on James. Pass to Drummond. That shot off. Ooh, excellent D there from Jackson.
That's 3 straight misses to start the second half. Not what they wanted. Well, that's a nice lob to Ayton, but really give credit to the big guy. He elevated at exactly the right time to throw it down.
Now, here is James. 5 points in the game. Now Drummond. Pass to James. Powering through. LeBron. That one falls. Coming off a Drummond feed. Drummond's got his 3rd assist of the night. And so it's Irving with it. He brings it up for Cleveland. They've only allowed 2 points so far in the second half. Here's Markkanen. 9 points in the game. Ayton, a screen on Eason. There's Markkanen, down low. Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now.
Well, his skill is a lot to handle around the basket. Ayton that time expected to get the contact, and he used it to get to the line.
Shoot 2.
2 shots.
That one's off.
Yeah, DeAndre Ayton has been a double-double threat in this league for a long time, and the thing I love about him, he's really good at finding high-percentage shots.
Good on the second one. Pistons trail by 6. Eason, pass to James. Here's Watson. The 3-pointer off the mark. Irving with it. And Drummond picks him up defensively. To the inside. Here's Jackson. And the dunk by Jackson.
Oh, my goodness. Jaren Jackson Jr., get that one trending, please.
Thanks for that great view, courtesy of the AT&T Connected Cam. Right around 3 minutes into this second half. They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
And so the timeout by J.B. Bickerstaff here. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. right, let's take a quick pause and look at the best shooting teams from last season. The Cavaliers, second.
They were so consistent with their shooting. Maybe not lights out, but they played smart and didn't let good looks go to waste.
Outside Eason, Bold, the pass to James. And Marcus Smart picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. An impressive display. How about that look on the AT&T connected cam? Smart against James. Ooh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. They'll pin that one on Marcus Smart.
So often, LeBron in the lane results in a foul.
And these will be his second and third shots at the line here.
James, LeBron James, 2 shots.
That free throw good from James. Both free throws good from James. Cleveland leading by 6. Markkanen sets a screen. Irving with it. He's against Watson. Just 5 on the clock. Tipped. Second half here, and we're just over 3.5 minutes into it. Pass to Drummond. From the baseline. Drummond. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Just great positioning to get the rebound, then get it back up.
And so now a timeout called by Kenny Atkinson. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. Look now at the breakdown between 3s and 2s for the Cavaliers. And Irving has got the ball here for the Cleveland Cavaliers. Their defense has only allowed 6 points in the second half. Now here's Smart. He's got 7. Pass to Aiden. Smart outside. And here is Irving. Clock at 6. Takes a 3. The shot no good.
He is just ice cold. Luckily, his teammates have picked up the slack.
Here's Drummond. Started by Markkanen. And there's Drummond. That one's good. On the assist by James. James has got 3 assists in the game. Outside Irving. This one for 3. And another miss by Cleveland. For Detroit, they've gotten just 3 of 8 shots to go in the third quarter. Watson passes to James. Oh, and there's a one-hand jam.
Back to the basics, unleashing the one-hand flush.
Boy, he makes the basics look pretty outstanding, though, huh?
That's true.
Now here's Irving. 9 points in the game. Markkanen outside. Basket is good. Nice setup from Irving. Irving's got 3 assists now in this one.
And offensively, Markkanen is in the zone. He's using his size well, and the defense hasn't had an answer.
James outside. Drummond, the screen on Smart. The 3, James drains the triple. James has got 12 points in the game.
Oh, you gotta love the back and forth, showing real confidence at the arc.
And when you give up a 3, there's always this instinct to try and get it back immediately.
Now here's Irving. It's Smart on the wing. Trying to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good. Oh, pass to James. Now here's Easton. Detroit moving the ball around. Out to James. For the lead. And Ayton pulls it down. Ayton's got 6 rebounds in the game. Smart against James. Smart passes to Jackson. And it's off from three-point range. Detroit with the ball. They're on an 11-3 run. Outside Watson. Back to James. And it's off the back of the rim. No good. For Cleveland, they've gotten only 4 of 10 shots to fall so far in the third. Outside Irving. Markkanen for 3. And good. Coming on the assist by Irving. Irving's got 4 assists in the game.
Well, his team is up, and he's a big reason why. And it's a little easier to shoot when you know you've got an advantage on the scoreboard.
Now, here is James. 12 points for him. The offensive rebound. And it's good for 2. Drummond's got 6 in the quarter.
A stronger defensive presence would have saved them 2 points.
Nothing will drive your coach crazier than what you just saw. Lack of focus, lack of effort.
And that one's good. Markkanen.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
James passes to Bull. It's Watson on the wing. Markkanen against Eason. James outside. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark.
Well, I think at this point the whole team is pressing, but he certainly looks frustrated.
Here's Jackson. Oh, it's blocked by Bull. Pass to Eason. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. Eason's got 14.
When it's this close, every bucket matters. You need good looks.
Irving for 3. Rebound Detroit.
So far, he hasn't done a lot of damage from 3. Only had that 1 in the first half.
Drummond. And Drummond with the jam.
Well, his scoring ability is why this game is all tied up. A few more key possessions like that, and they could start to pull away.
Now here's Smart. He has 7. Irving for 3. Sinks the tray. 12 points for him.
This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
They have found a weakness in the defense, and it's on their ability to defend the three-point line.
Yep, that one goes.
Yeah, their defense is starting to wear down. That's 3 straight buckets at the rim.
Pass to Jackson. Markkanen outside. Jackson the screen. Markkanen outside. Here's Irving. And he drops it in from the low post.
This is why they will go to him often. He's going to take and make shots.
James outside. 3-pointer, no good. The Cavaliers lead by 3. Smart on the drive. Pass to Jackson. Irving for 3. Rebounded by LeBron. And so it's James with it. He brings it up for Detroit. And here's Watson. Drummond, the screen on Irving. Watson passes to Drummond. Oh, and Jackson with the block.
Oh, that's a great block. Jackson protecting the house.
Here's the three. That's in. Coming off an assist from Smart. Smart has got his 4th assist with that last one.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
Now here's Bowl. 9 points in the game. And again, no good by Detroit. Smart looking around. Outside Irving. The Pistons clear it. Drummond's got rebound number 12 now. Tenacity on the glass. Just 1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. Smart against James. Outside Bull. Back to James. The three. James from distance. Easy work. And so it's Lauri Markkanen making things happen for Cleveland. He dropped 3 threes in that quarter. They haven't found an answer for him yet. And don't go far. We'll be right back. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
Well, coaches love unselfishness, and this is exactly what they're referring to.
3 tense quarters behind us. 1 more to go. Thanks for being with us as we get ready for the 4th. Paul Reed is out there with Peyton Watson. Then it's Andre Drummond. Then there's Powell. And it's James in at the 1. That's the 5 on the floor for the Pistons. Yes! He still got it! LeBron!
Even though he's a little older now, wow, LeBron can still rip off some incredible moves.
Halliburton, the pass to Sabonis, and there it is for him. And the Cavaliers lead by 3.
That's the right pass to make. Beautiful job.
James, outside. To tie it up. It's hauled in by Oubre. Cleveland's shooting around 44%. Not bad. Just over a minute played here in the 4th. He buries it from 3.
Well, the defense needs to be better there. They gave way too much space.
Outside Watson. Pass to Powell. There's the triple. And the rebound goes to Cleveland. Halliburton outside. Back to Williamson. Here's Batum. Sabonis with a screen on Powell. Halliburton finds Sabonis. And Sabonis slams it in.
He has such great feel. Sabonis sets the pick and finds his way down the lane to get open.
Detroit moving the ball around. Pass to Powell. And here's Reed, guarded by Batum. Down to 5 on the shot clock. To the paint to end the run. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
Sometimes it's impossible trying to contain LeBron. Have to settle for fouling him and hope that he misses.
And a chance for a moment to check out the scoring breakdown for Cleveland.
What a performance for Beyond the Arc in this game. They stuck to their guns, and it's paid off all game.
And I've also been very impressed with their ball movement. It has led to better shots. The offense overall has had a great rhythm.
Both free throws good from James.
And we've seen some good free throw shooting in the second half.
Cleveland leading by 6. A touch under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the 4th. Oubre can't hit. The Pistons have gotten just 1 shot to fall out of 3 attempts in the 4th. Watson passes to James. Shoots over Halliburton, and James gets it to go. James has got 21.
Once James gets the ball in close, it's game over. Put up those 2 points.
Halliburton up top. Pass to Oubre. That's good. And Halliburton gets the assist. Oubre's got 5 points in the quarter.
He drops yet another dime, just facilitating this offense like a maestro.
Back to James. Outside Watson. Launches it. It's stolen by Halliburton. Now Batum. Pass to Williamson. Fires for three. And Reed pulls it down. Reed's got rebound number 8 now.
And they're winning this game despite his difficulties at the offensive end.
And J.B. Bickerstaff decides to call timeout. No doubt he's going to utilize the opportunity to make sure they're all on the same page here. And Detroit making a change here. Bowles checked in. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Hey, team, I was able to catch the message that J.B. Bickerstaff was giving to his team. Coach telling the team, we're right in this. We have to keep fighting. If we can get consecutive stops, we've got a shot. We'll see if they can come back, guys.
Appreciate the report, Allie. Now, here is James. Fires from deep. Batum pulls it in. Batum's got his 4th rebound in this one. Pass to Sabonis. Batum outside. From deep. Powell pulls it in.
That's his shot. And one, I'm sure, he wants back.
And it looks like we've got an injury on the floor. Very unfortunate as always, guys. Don't like to see this.
And hopefully it's not as bad as it looks. That would be a big blow for them.
Well, you just feel awful for them. Injuries are the very worst part of this game.
Wiseman, he's checked in for Reed.
Number 33, James Wiseman. The time is now, Pistons Nation. Give it up for your Pistons Hunt Squad.
Pistons trail by 6. Now, here is James. LeBron gets the bucket inside.
Scoring well this quarter, picking up steam as he goes.
Halliburton with the ball. 4-3. Batum gets the bucket. And the Cavaliers lead by 7.
From the arc, Batum can be pretty consistent. Not a guy you can leave alone out there.
Back to James. The 3 is up. Oh, back at you. LeBron.
It's obvious he's taking it upon himself to try and keep them alive.
Picked by Sabonis. Halliburton, the pass to Sabonis. And here's James. Detroit moving the ball around. Screen by Wiseman. To the middle. Oh, deflected. For 3, Powell. It's hauled in by Oubre.
Nothing from the field to speak of so far. Pretty rough shooting night, and now it's affecting the entire team.
Halliburton for 3. Rebound Detroit. Outside Bull. Pass to Watson. Lets the three fly. And the rebound goes to the Cavaliers. Sabonis has got rebound number 8 here already in the game. Here's Batum. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
The length of Batum is sometimes a problem for defenses, which is why they resort to fouling him.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw, no good.
And whether he's starting or coming off the bench, Batum does what is asked of him. He's the definition of a quality role player.
The Pistons making a switch here. Easton's checked in. Cleveland also making some changes. DeAndre Ayton, he's checked in for Domantas Sabonis. Jaren Jackson comes in for Zion Williamson. And Lauri Markkanen subbed in for Oubre.
He did exactly what needed to be done, though, pushing them to a 2-possession lead.
Outside Easton. Back to James. Halliburton with the steal. And now we'll send it over to Allie LaForce for an update on Andre Drummond.
Guys, I was able to catch up with Detroit's head up with a trainer. He let me know that it's a strained hip, which causes plenty of soreness and shooting pain in that area. It seems the issue may not be so serious as they're allowing a return to action. I'll give you updates as I get them.
All right, Allie, thanks for that.
Well, we certainly wish him the best during his recovery process. But right now, it's really next man up.
Now here's Halliburton. And stolen by Bull. Here's James. Perfection. Beautiful stroke. James has got 28 points for the game.
Gotta stay up on James or he will go right up with that shot.
Halliburton outside. Back to Jackson. Pass to Halliburton. Now here's Jackson. Cleveland again missing.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Now Drummond. It's James on the wing. Now Bull. Over Smart. That's good from Bull. On the assist from James. James has got his 6th assist of the night. And so Smart will bring it up for Cleveland. They lead by 1. Halliburton outside. Offline with a 3. The Pistons have gotten 6 of 12 shots to go here in this 4th quarter. Pass to Drummond. Good. And that basket makes him 8 for 14 for the game. Coming down the stretch. It's still anyone's game.
Incredible effort and energy on both sides. These guys must be gassed.
Now here's Halliburton. Now Markkanen. Smart outside. Tips it up. Controls the rebound and the putback. And the Cavaliers lead by 1.
Yeah, that is just great effort by Ayton on the offensive glass. He did not give up on that possession.
Easton with room. And again, it's Detroit converting.
And another great assist. The offense is really clicking now.
And for the Cavaliers, they're shooting about 43% since the 4th quarter began. Smart against Powell. Kicks it out to Jackson. Halliburton outside. Pass to Ayton. Fires from the corner. The rebound by Detroit. James has got 4 rebounds now. Here's Powell. Now Easton from deep. Rebounded by Ayton. Markkanen outside. Now Jackson.
And the growth of Jackson Jr. is downright scary, especially defensively. This guy has been upping his game, and no opponent is happy about that.
And what's your take, guys, here on the hustle stats for Detroit?
Well, you have to like what you've seen from them defensively. They've done well contesting shots and have managed to come away with some blocks, too.
I've been really impressed with how intense their defense has been. They are picking up steals left and right, which is disrupting their opponent's rhythm.
Checked in for Tyrese Halliburton.
Shoot 2.
And that one falls for Jackson. And so Jackson nails both of them.
And having a big man like him who's efficient from the line used to be a luxury, but it's becoming more and more common.
LeBron! Irving with a rebound. The Cavaliers leading. Ayton. Rebounded by Powell. And here's Powell. He'll bring it up for Detroit. Now Easton. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Lauri Markkanen. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. Team second.
Powell outside.
2 minutes remaining in the
Hold a screen on Irving. 6 on the shot clock. Ready off the pass. He lays it in. Oh, this one has turned into an absolute nail-biter.
Yeah, at this point, you almost expect it to come down to the last possession.
Now here's Irving. James with a steal. Here's Powell. Drummond to screen on Smart. Now James. Double team on James. Just 5 on the clock. Drummond with the screen. Yes, sir! The finish with the jam.
Wow! Drummond's able to sink it at the biggest possible moment.
James against Irving. Rejected by James. Here's Bull. Easton inside. Started by Markkanen. Now James. Touches it off the glass.
Who else but LeBron could pull that off? Keeping his cool and delivering in the clutch.
Irving against James. Count it.
Irving embracing the brightest lights.
They'll probably slow things down now.
Burn the clock while you have the lead. I like that. Nice work attracting the foul from deep. He'll shoot 3.
Second personal foul. 13 fouls. At the line for your Pistons. Ball. Taking 3 shots.
He makes the first of 3, and that gives him a 4-point cushion. And he misses the second attempt. One more coming here. And so he ends up making 2 of 3. And it's a 5-point game. James against Irving. With a teardrop, James rips down the board.
It's one thing to prevent the layup. It's another to do it without fouling. Just terrific defense.
And the timeout called here by J.B. Bickerstaff. He's looking to make some very important adjustments here. So the first one drops. And that increases the lead to 6. And so both free throws good. And it's a 7-point game.
Every free throw is crucial in a close game. Nice work at the line.
Cleveland calls timeout. 27 seconds left in the game. Jackson outside. Here's Markkanen. Outside Smart. Puts up the tray. Not that time. So we see the Pistons get the win here. Boy, a hard-fought game. All right, Allie, thanks. Great stuff there. And that'll wrap it up, folks.
Oh, say does that star...
Well, no doubt these players, GA, are eager to get this season going.
Listen, there's definitely some nerves, but it's mainly excitement. This is their first chance to showcase all the hard work they put in during the offseason.
Look at the 76ers starting group. They've got Embiid. Green is out there with Bradley Beal. Then there's Bobby Portis. And it's Jones in at the 3, the small forward.
At 6'10", Simmons knows he has the height needed to score inside. He just has to finish strong.
And so it's the Mavericks getting on the board first. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
You know, so much turmoil for the Mavericks last season, GA. Despite that, they were a win away from making the playoffs.
Yeah, they battled valiantly. But to go from the 2024 NBA Finals to the lottery, obviously disappointing. They're looking to make amends this season.
And here's Beal following the 3 from Nurkic. Ball's knocked loose, and so the ball out of bounds. Beal touched it last. As out of bounds, the Mavericks able to retain possession here. Mavs owner Mark Cuban taking in the home game with us here tonight.
And I'm sure he's liking what he's seeing from his guys. One of the more visible owners in the league. Cuban is always ready to show love for his team.
Now here's Simmons. A jump hook. Green with the rebound. And here's Green. He'll bring it up for the Philadelphia 76ers. On the wing, Jones. He's guarded by Nurkic. Outside for Beal. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And that one, good.
That's a strong play right there. Beal taking the hit and getting the call.
For Philadelphia, they have made their only other free throw attempt today in an earlier trip to the line.
And at the line last season, about 78% as a team. Pretty solid numbers.
Now here's Simmons. Was shot off that time.
Fantastic defense, giving full effort.
Back to Green. Pass to Portis. And here's Embiid. Covered by Mobley. Beal gets a wide open look. That's good, and it's Embiid with the assist. Beal's got 9.
You can't just let Beal shoot those. This man is an excellent three-point shooter.
Nurkic finds Simmons. Thompson, a screen on Green. And here's Thompson. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That one on Embiid. And you think about the style of Sixers head coach Nick Nurse. Greg, what stands out to you?
He just has a willingness to experiment and adapt. That's a real asset with some of the challenges this roster has faced. And a big part of why this front office brought him in.
And he sinks the second. And, Greg, we saw some turnover this summer on the Mavs training staff.
Yes, some talk of internal disagreements in that department. The importance of great teamwork in this league, not just limited to the players in the locker room.
Now here's Embiid. In the game against Boston, very impressive. Nurkic with the block.
And that's what Nurkic gives you defensively. Good positioning, and he understands the angles.
Pass to Simmons. Inside, Thompson. And Thompson throws it down.
And that's how you lead a team. Literally.
And here's Green. He'll bring it up for Philadelphia. We're now joined by our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
A bit ago, Jason Kidd and I were able to chat. We talked about the strategy tonight, particularly against Joel Embiid. He said, quote, "I told my guys to get as physical as they want," adding, "He's not a guy you can guard gently. He demands that you get aggressive." Hopefully that assertive defense gets Coach the results he's looking for. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, Allie, thank you. Dort wide open. The basket good off the assist from Simmons. And that'll tie this game up.
And the three-point shot wasn't always there for Dort, but he's put in a ton of work on it, and it shows.
Pass to Beal. Green with a screen for Beal. Fires from deep. Simmons pulls it in. The Mavericks have gotten 4 of 6 field goal attempts to drop in the first quarter. Again, the Mavericks score.
Finding and taking those opportunities. Mobley does a good job of not passing up that good mid-range shot.
And timeout called by Nick Nurse. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy.
To check in on Evan Mobley. He's coming off an excellent season. Averaged about 18 points a game, 9 rebounds, and 3 assists. And the phrase stats don't lie absolutely applies here. He's been a monster on the court for this team.
Yeah, they rely on his production night in and night out. There are times when he absolutely carries them.
For Dallas, they've gone 5 of 7 today so far. Nice shooting to get this game underway. Out of bounds, Philadelphia takes possession. Chance now to take a look at some of the steal numbers over the scope of the last few months for him.
Defensively, he's really stepped it up over the past few months. You can see the jump in his steal numbers, and it hasn't been by accident. He's put in a ton of effort at the defensive end, and boy, is it paying off.
And they pick up 2.
In the mid-range, Embiid is pretty confident. He goes right up and drains that jump shot with ease.
Simmons looking around. Shot clock at 5. At the elbow, it's Thompson. Cross contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an inch.
I've been on the edge of my seat courtside. Man, this has been a barn burner.
And Philadelphia making a change here. McCollum's checked in. Now here's McCollum. Outside, Green. Portis, a screen on Nurkic. Back to Portis from downtown. A shot goes in. First shot, first basket.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
The Mavericks have gone 6 of 8 in the game so far. Very solid start for them. Outside, George. And it's good, assisting on the play with Simmons. Simmons got 6 assists here tonight.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
And it's Green missing.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
As a scorer, Simmons' best work comes right at the rim.
And it's the 76ers with the ball. Following the score by Dallas. Back to Beal. Here he goes. Philadelphia needs to get a shot off. From deep, Green. Another miss by Philadelphia. Mavericks leading by 5. When you think about what makes Evan Mobley such a special talent, Richard, what comes to mind for you?
Well, his defense is already outstanding for a player of his age. And so seeing him add another Defensive Player of the Year award in years to come, that's what he needs to do. He needs to continue to be an anchor.
And timeout called by Nick Nurse. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust. Both teams will make substitutions. Now at the break on the floor, you can see the teams that led the NBA in steals last year. Fifth on the list, the 76ers.
You could tell by watching them how much they enjoyed playing defense. They seem to have an endless reserve of energy flying around and pressuring the basketball.
Here's Newell. Pass to Bailey. Now here's Reddish. Looking to end the run, and he hits the jump shot.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You got to show some fire and keep defending.
No one near Shepard as he lets it go. And it's good, assisting on the play with Simmons. Simmons got his 7th assist in the game. Pass to Yurtsevin. Down low. Stolen. Here's Houston. Here's Sims. He's defended by Yurtsevin. Outside, Simmons. He lobs up the alley-oop pass. Just 4 to shoot. Here's Houston. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Pass to Bailey. And here's McCollum. Puts up a 3. And Simmons with the rebound. And so Simmons will bring it up for Dallas. They're leading by 8. Here's Houston. From the arc. Rebounded by McCollum. Pass to Newell. Now here's Yurtsevin. Out to the right wing. And the wide open shot from Reddish. Another miss by Philadelphia. So for Dallas, their last game a win against the Bulls. Here's Shepard to the paint. Here's Sims. Misses in close.
Had enough room to finish, and that's one he'll usually make.
McCollum right side. Pass to Newell. Off target from three-point range. Mavericks leading by 8. Outside, Simmons. To the inside.
Have mercy. Wow. Big time flush from Simmons. You see how powerful he can be.
And that's a great look at that slam from our AT&T Connected Cam. McCollum kicks to Reddish. Inside to the right side. Down low. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. Reddish has got his second basket of the night.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
Neesmith, and it's good, assisting on the play with Simmons. Simmons got his 8th assist here tonight. The 76ers trail by 10. 1:11 left to play in the first. To the wing right side. Bailey misses.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
Philadelphia shooting 47% from the field to start things off. Reddish the pass to Yurtsevin. And here's McCollum. 6 to shoot. Fires from the wing. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
And phenomenal at realizing when to shoot from that mid-range. And McCollum becoming a master at that mid-range.
Here's Houston. He has yet to score.
And the defense is in disbelief here. Triple after triple.
McCollum outside. And he banks in the layup.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
And so it's Ben Simmons making highlights for the Mavericks. He was a true standout at the offensive end, both with his scoring and his passing. We come back right after this. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And what do you think, guys, about Dallas here in this one?
Just a terrific first quarter, sparked really by their unselfishness.
They're playing for one another and focusing on making winning plays. You love to see it.
So to begin the second quarter for the Philadelphia 76ers, you got Draymond Green, Bailey out there with McCollum. Then it's Cameron Reddish, and it's Portis in at the 5 spot. And let's go to the sideline. Here's Allen.
Thank you. The Dallas Mavericks are all in on defense. Coach Jason Kidd said, quote, "That's something you can hang your hat on, especially when your offense isn't going. Defense will give you a chance to win those ugly games. That gives you the opportunity to play for that bigger trophy." Guys, back to you.
Yeah, gotta have it. All right, Allie, thank you for the report. And Greg, you were a point guard. How has that position evolved over the years?
Well, if you think of how much more of the court that has to be covered in the style, you have to score more now to play the position. I think shooting becomes incredibly important. And then defensively, with all the switching, you've got to be able to hold up against size and play all over the floor.
And the first one at the line is good.
What I appreciate most about Green is his leadership. Strong vocally on and off the floor.
Catching up on the changes for Philadelphia. Joel Embiid, he's checked in for McCollum. Herbert Jones comes in for Reddish. And Bradley Beal subbed in for Bailey. And so it's Mobley with it. He'll bring it up for the Dallas Mavericks. They've led by as many as 11 points.
Yeah, that's 2 straight 3-pointers they've allowed.
Outside Portis. Back to Green. There's the triple. Rebound by Nurkic.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Portis.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
Yeah, I think he was hoping to maybe even get the steal, but I agree. He still got a good outcome.
Shepard with the ball. Guarded by Green. Back to Mobley. And Mobley throws it down.
Smooth move there by Mobley off the pick, making himself a good scoring option.
Outside, Green. Over in the corner, Portis. Jones from outside. Another miss by Philadelphia. Dallas leading by 13. Here's Dort. Basket counts. Dort's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Yeah, not just an impressive showing on offense, but on defense as well, executing their game plan perfectly.
Over in the corner, Shepard hits the three-point bomb. Shepard's got 6. Breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for Dallas.
From the tip, they are not making things easy on them. Lots of steals, playing disruptive basketball.
And the other thing, I love how they're playing up tonight, getting into ball handlers and forcing some turnovers.
Tristan Thompson, he's checked in for Nurkic. Here's Jones. That's in, coming off the assist from Embiid.
And with that basket, he's able to end a 10-0 run by Dallas.
Here's Shepard, guarded by Green. Bucket is good. 8 points for him.
Yeah, this is where Thompson wants to do his scoring. Close in the paint.
The 76ers trail by 18. Green kicks to Embiid. Outside Portis. Beal from long range. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Philadelphia's gone 0-3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. Pass to Embiid. And they double up Embiid. Set it up with the fake, but it's offline. Mavericks leading by 18. Well, Greg, we know at his peak, Joel Embiid, one of the elite two-way centers to ever play in the NBA.
And the former league MVP, but when you weigh close to 300 pounds and move like he did, not entirely surprising that his lower extremities took a toll.
Here's Portis. The Mavericks making the shot. Jones sets the pick for Portis. Pass to Jones. From the wing. The 76ers again can't hit it.
I don't know if he got in his own head there or what, because the defense can't really take credit for that miss.
The kick out to Mobley. Dallas moving the ball around for three. And there's Barnes. That's good on the assist by Mobley. Barnes has got his first 3 points of the game.
Having a lot of trouble stopping the three-point shot.
Pass to Embiid. Over Thompson. That one is good from Joel Embiid.
A gifted interior scorer. When Embiid establishes himself down there, he is almost automatic.
Mobley a screen on Portis. Beal with the steal. Fires for three. It's rebounded by Dallas.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
Thompson passes to Dort. Here's Mobley. Back to Dort. This one for three. And Embiid pulls it down. And here's Green. He'll bring it up for the Philadelphia 76ers. Deflects the pass. And stolen by Barnes. Shepard with the ball. Now Beal defending, and we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there. On the wing, Jones. Pass to Embiid. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
We see this so often. Embiid makes a strong move, drawing contact, and completes the play.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
And, you know, something I remember from their last game was how good he was at the line.
Catching up on the changes for Philadelphia. Newell, he's checked in for Bobby Portis. Bailey comes in for Jones. And McCollum subbed in for Draymond Green. And with Joel Embiid, Richard, you worry that injuries have stolen his best years from him.
The 2023 MVP season was magical. You hope he can stay healthy because he is truly a unicorn. Just an incredible player. Plus, he's pretty fun off the floor, too.
Here's Houston. 5 to shoot. And here's Simmons for three. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. Here's McCollum. Pass to Newell. There's Beal with the three. Drills it from outside. Beal's got 12 in the game.
This is one of those nights where he's been very good, but his team is losing, and that's just an odd feeling.
Sims kicks to Simmons. Now, here's Neesmith. Beal with the steal. Pass to McCollum. Fires away from way outside. That's good. And so Beal with the assist.
I don't think the range surprises anyone anymore. CJ can shoot the lights out from any position.
Now here's Simmons. He's got 8. Over McCollum. Again, the miss by the Mavericks. Here's Philadelphia. 11 unanswered points for him. To the middle. Here's Bailey. And finished off by Bailey.
I like Bailey attacking the rim at that size.
Dallas leading by 10. Simmons dishes to Sims. Simmons left side. And they double up Simmons.
He gives up a bit of size at the center position, but his leaping ability, well, let's just say that makes up for it.
Beal finds McCollum. Embiid with a screen on Simmons. Pass to Newell. And here is Beal. Pocket 6. A 3 ball. Newell can't get it to go. Inside. Outside for Simmons. Here's Houston. Neesmith, the pass to Simmons. And right on through for another basket. He's got 5 made on 5 of 9 shooting.
Love the assertive approach from Simmons, refusing to let the contact get to him.
Now here's McCollum. 7 points in the game. Beal from long range. It's rebounded by Neesmith.
See, what a rough quarter for him. Nothing seemingly going his way.
And here is Simmons. 10 points for him. The shot's good from Sims.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Yeah, they're going to do a much better job of putting a little bit of pressure on him on his way to the hoop.
And it's Bailey in the corner. Pass to Embiid. Fade away. It's rebounded by Dallas. Earlier, they held a 23-point lead. Neesmith, the pass to Sims. Simmons against McCollum. And there's a whistle, and that's going to go on Simmons. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
Yusuf Nurkic, he's checked in for the Mavericks. Philadelphia also making some changes. Yurtseven's checked in for Embiid, and it's Reddish in for Bradley Beal. McCollum feeling it out a bit. Nurkic with the steal. Neesmith up top, guarded by Reddish. Simmons passes to Nurkic. Now Neesmith. Pass to Houston. Dallas moving it around. Here's Nurkic. And it's good, assisting on the play with Simmons. Nurkic has got his second basket of the night.
Talk about execution on the offensive end. They're leaving nothing on the table right now.
It's caused them to pull away a bit. Let's see if they can keep the train on the tracks.
Now, here's Yurtseven. Nothing on the board. Hits it from three-point range. McCollum's got a couple of three-pointers in the second for the 76ers. To the inside. Neesmith, and he lays it straight in. And the Mavericks lead by 17.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high-percentage looks from inside.
And here's McCollum for 3. And Simmons with the rebound. Simmons got his 5th rebound in this one. Just 5 to shoot. Dallas needs to get off a shot. Lets the 3 fly, and no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And through one half, it hasn't even been close. Mavericks lead by 17. Now we have a moment to go courtside. Allie LaForce has got something for us.
I'm here with Nick Nurse, and Coach, I saw you imploring your team to pick it up. Where do you need to be better in the second half?
Well, we're not very good offensively right now. I think we're taking some okay shots, but we got to be a little bit more patient and keep moving it around a little bit. Need multiple paint touches rather than just one. So we just got to do a little bit better job of getting off it and relocating a little bit.
Patience is a virtue. Thank you, Coach.
Allie, thank you for that interview. And now we're at halftime, and we'll be back to bring you more basketball after this.
Welcome, one and all. Before we hear Kenny and Shaq's insights on that first half, let's look ahead and check out the upcoming schedule.
Looking at Philadelphia, you really get to see what they're made of after your hard work in the offseason.
Yeah, you have big changes, and then you have subtle changes. Everything in preparation for this moment.
Now looking at where we stand after 2 quarters, it has been a difficult game for the Philadelphia 76ers.
They've looked weak defensively. If you got any pride, they need to show it soon.
Yeah, they're serving up a buffet inside, and the other team's going for seconds and thirds.
And that's a halftime wrap. Let's get back to the second half with the call by Kevin Harlan and the crew.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Bradley Beal having a dominant impact in this game.
Well, he left his mark on that first half with his quick hands. Great sense of timing to pile up the steals.
Not only does he have solid defensive instincts, he just plays extremely hard. And I know people might not realize this, but that is a skill, and it is very difficult for the opposition. It is a recipe for disaster.
Evan Mobley is out there with Nurkic. Then it's Thompson. Then it's Simmons. And it's Dort in at the 2 guard. That's the 5 to begin the second half for Jason Kidd. Green, no luck.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
Now, here's Dort. Simmons with it. Back to Mobley. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Mobley's got 8 points.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Pass to Beal. High post, Embiid. Shoots over Nurkic. That one is good from Joel Embiid. 9 points in the game so far.
And there's a reason why Embiid is the focal point of their offense, because he drains shots in bunches.
Dynamic two-hand jam.
And right in the face of the defender. Now here's Beal. He's got 12. Now Embiid. Down through the hoop it goes. That's his 5th make on 9 shots from the floor.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and coach knows it.
When it ain't broke, leave it alone until someone stops him. Just let him roll.
Now here's Simmons. He's got 10. And Jones pulls it down. The 76ers trail by 19. Pass to Green. Outside, Beal. The 76ers moving the ball around. And they double up Embiid. Outside, Jones. Portis kicks to Jones. Embiid sets the pick for Jones. From outside, off the mark. And so Simmons will bring it up for the Mavericks. Now, Nurkic. Thompson, a screen on Embiid. Embiid against Simmons. Here's Dort. Off target from outside. Philadelphia's gone 0-2 from deep to start things here in the second half. And now, let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. Joel Embiid over the years has had some tough luck with injuries. He said, "I've broken my face twice. I came back early with the risk of losing my vision, broken fingers. I still came back. I wish I was as lucky as others, but that doesn't mean I'm not trying to do whatever it takes to be out there." Back over to you.
Thanks a lot, Allie. And this is his 2nd trip to the line in the game. And timeout called by Nick Nurse. He's ready to talk things through with them. Checked in for Ben Simmons. A post-All-Star break look now at how the breakdown between three-pointers and other shots have been for the 76ers.
And clearly they haven't been shy about launching it from long range. That's the way the league has been going, and they are certainly embracing that trend.
And he knocks down the first one. So, GA, between the NBA Cup, the play-in, the new All-Star game formats, the NBA not averse to some experimentation.
No doubt. And listen, not all the ideas have been successful, right? But overall, that willingness to innovate has paid off. The world doesn't stand still, and neither should the NBA.
Now here's Thompson. He's got 10. Pass to Mobley. Outside, Dort. Dallas, no good that time either. The 76ers trail by 17. And here is Beal, covered by Mobley. And that one is good from Bradley Beal. Beal's got 14.
Beal is always a scoring threat, but right now we're seeing what happens when he's in the zone.
Now here's Mobley. Back to Nurkic. Pass to Shepard. Dort to screen on Green. No good, and they can't put an end to this drought. For Philadelphia, they've gone 3 of 6 in the third quarter, 50% from the field. It's blocked.
Quite simply, Lou Dort is an elite defender. Plays hard, smart, great wingspan, which we just saw him use there.
Now, here's Dort. 11 points in the game. Here's Shepard. And it's off from three-point range. The 76ers trail by 15. Outside, Green. Pass to Embiid. Outside, Beal. Jones for three. It's rebounded by Dallas. Nurkic has got his 4th rebound in this one.
Just not much success when it comes to shooting.
Dort passes to Mobley. That 3 off the mark. And so Green will bring it up for the 76ers. Their defense has only allowed 6 points in the second half. Pass to Embiid. Nurkic with the block. Mobley outside. Now Thompson, defended by Portis. And Thompson kicks to Dort. Dallas moving the ball around. Here's Mobley. Another miss, and they've really hit a rough patch here. The 76ers trail by 15. Green taking his time here. Pass to Embiid. Shoots over Nurkic. Embiid, no good. Now Shepard. Back to Mobley. And here's Nurkic. Outside, Dort. Down low. It's tipped and stolen by Portis. Outside, Green. Pass to Beal. Beyond the arc. It's rebounded by Dallas. Mobley right side. Here's Nurkic. Here's Shepard. He's got 6. Dort passes to Thompson. Tries from 10. Mobley misses. The 76ers trail by 15. Outside, Jones. Embiid with the screen on Mobley. Here's Jones, and it's Beal in the corner. And that comes off the assist by Jones. Beal's got 5 points in the quarter.
He was solid in the first half from deep. He's a guy who can get hot. Let's see how he does here in the second.
And so now a timeout called by Jason Kidd. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. So it's both teams making substitutions here. Pass to Houston. Six on the shot clock. Now, here's Neesmith. Over Reddish. And just miss after miss right now. To the paint. Got a piece of it. McCollum outside. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And I love how active McCollum is. Superb at drawing contact on the way up.
And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for Dallas.
Their offense has been a well-oiled machine. They're moving the ball around, playing for one another, and just piling up assists.
And tonight we've also seen a lot of great play from them inside. They've been consistent in terms of attacking the interior of this D. Your classic combo guard, C.J. McCollum, can play off the ball as a shooting guard, but also can run the point at times. They're a valuable piece for this team.
And so McCollum nails both of them.
And even though they're down, they are putting on a show at the free throw line.
Nurkic setting the pick for Simmons. Dallas, no good that time either.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
Pass to Yurtsevin. Kicks it out to McCollum. He gets it to fall. That makes it just a single-digit lead. McCollum's got 15.
Well, they're getting stops, and they're attacking on the offensive end.
All the momentum seems to be running in their favor. They're close to taking the lead.
Now here's Simmons. 10 points for him. A floater over to the left wing. Houston, another miss, and they desperately need a bucket. Whoops, anticipated the pass. Turnover. Outside, Simmons. High post, Nurkic. Pass to Houston. Dallas moving the ball around. Just 5 on the clock. Nurkic kicks to Simmons. Here's Neesmith. And it's good, assisting on the play with Simmons. 6 points for Aaron Neesmith.
And the game of basketball is one of runs. And right now, this one's definitely not over.
Throws down the alley-oop slam.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there. Here's Bailey. Pass to Yurtsevin.
And a moment now to see the numbers for McCollum. Good season for him last year. Last year averaged 21 points per, 4 assists, and 3 rebounds. Fantastic totals for him across the board. I wouldn't be surprised if he keeps rolling.
I think if you talk to anyone on this team, they believe in his abilities about 1,000%.
Now here's Simmons. 1:12 left to play in the third. Pass to Houston. There's the 3. Simmons can't get it to go.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Now here's Reddish. Bailey with a wide open look. The 76ers with another miss. Simmons with it. Now defended by McCollum. Stolen. Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Pass to Reddish. Here's Bailey. Now here's Yurtsevin. Scoreless thus far. And the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
You've got to do a better job of just taking care of the basketball. 4 points off of those turnovers.
Mavericks leading by 11. And here is Simmons. 10 points for him. In the corner, it's Neesmith. No good with the triple. And so it's Dallas, holding on to an 11-point cushion as we get ready to take a break. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with his feet. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
That's an unguardable pass, flat out. Give him credit for possessing that type of vision.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. So on the floor for Philadelphia, Green is out there with Herbert Jones. Then there's McCollum. Then it's Reddish. And it's Yurtsevin in at the 5, roaming the paint. Reddish with the ball. McCollum outside. And with that one, the lead is trimmed to single digits.
Another bomb for him right now. His three-point shooting might be the key to cutting that lead.
Absolutely, and they have to continue to go to him.
Pass to Mobley. Shot clock at 6. It's Porter outside. That shot missing. The 76ers trail by 8. A 3 from McCollum. It's rebounded by Dallas. Thompson's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Porter, bounce pass. At the elbow, it's Simmons. And then Simmons slams it in.
When it all clicks, you see why Simmons was the #1 overall pick.
That's a great look at that move from the Connected Cam, sponsored by AT&T. Yurtsevin passes to Jones. McCollum outside. That's in, coming off an assist from Jones. Jones has got 3 assists tonight.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
Tries the spin move. In for his 7th make in 14 tries.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
McCollum outside. That shot is good. He has made 8 while missing only 4. That's 67% shooting. Simmons dishes to Porter. Thompson, a screen on McCollum. Near the 3-point line, it's Porter, and Dallas again with the bucket.
You love Porter's effort level on offense. He works hard to find his shot.
McCollum passes to Yurtsevin. Now Green. Reddish kicks to McCollum. He trains it as the shot clock ticks down. McCollum's got 15 points in just the second half. Outside, Porter. Back to Simmons. Pass to Mobley. Lets it go with the 3. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. And the Mavericks lead by 10.
This is something that Mobley is still developing, but nice to see him take a confident shot from the arc.
Yurtsevin finds Green. McCollum outside. Jones against Mobley. From about 16, Evan Mobley with the rebound. Mobley's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Back to Porter. Dallas moving it around. Mobley a screen on McCollum. Here's Porter. And yes, it's good. And now it's a 12-point Maverick lead.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Always plays hard until the final whistle, no matter what the situation is.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Pass to Simmons. Rebound by the 76ers. Now Reddish inside. Jones, no luck. Mobley finds Simmons. Another shot. Kept alive. Well, it was only a matter of time, but they finally get the bucket.
And though he loves to keep his teammates involved, Simmons also understands that when he's on a roll, he's got to stay aggressive.
McCollum outside. Looks over Mobley. Another miss by Philadelphia.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
Driving in. And slammed in by Jones.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Once he poked it away, you knew what was on his mind.
And we've got a timeout called by Jason Kidd. He's clearly intent on wanting to lock in and make sure everyone's on the same page. Mavericks making a switch here. Nurkic is checked in. Then for the 76ers, Joel Embiid. He's checked in for Omer Yurtseven. Portis comes in for McCollum, and Beal subbed in for Reddish. Now we'll hear from Allie LaForce, and she's got a story for us. An update. Allie?
Thanks, guys. Jason Kidd had some words for his team over the break. He encouraged them to keep on the pressure, saying, you guys are forcing a lot of turnovers, and it's because you're communicating and working together as a unit. Keep it up. Defense is clearly a priority.
We appreciate it, Allie. Thank you. Up top, Simmons. Covered by Green. Embiid with the steal. Outside, Beal. Pass to Jones. Down low. Here's Embiid. Embiid absorbs the contact on the finish.
A list of guys as strong as Joel Embiid in this league is very short.
Outside, Dort. And here's Nurkic. Mobley kicks to Nurkic. Now Dort. Back to Nurkic. Thompson passes to Mobley. Over Jones. Up again. It's good on the putback. And the Mavericks lead by 12.
And this is what Thompson does best. His aggressiveness on the boards is what makes him a valuable player.
Portis sets the pick for Jones. Had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target. Over in the corner, Dort. Simmons on the wing. Nurkic a screen on Green. Simmons dishes to Nurkic. Count that one.
That's his comfort zone. Nurkic does almost all of his scoring down low.
Embiid with a screen on Simmons. Here's Green, and that one drops for him.
I like the intention, the focus, finding a way to make it work inside.
And now here's Nurkic. He'll bring it up for the Dallas Mavericks. An even 3-on-3 break. Green kicks to Portis. Embiid with a screen on Nurkic. Here's Portis. It's rebounded by Dallas.
And they've controlled the boards, and that's a big reason why they're controlling the lead.
Now Simmons. Dort outside. Here's Mobley. Simmons on the wing. Hit by Green. And Draymond Green picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Outside Simmons. Four on the shot clock. Embiid with the rebound. The 76ers trail by 12. Here's Green. And they double up Embiid. Let's it go! The 20-foot jumper, good.
You love how physical Green is willing to give, enduring the foul and finding the bottom of the bucket.
And it's Nick Nurse calling timeout here. He knows every possession is critical now.
You better be making some noise. Your defense through.
Let's stop.
Free throw good, Green.
Such a great guy to have on the team and an amazing defender. Green even led the league in steals one year.
They can take their time on this possession.
It wouldn't be a bad idea. Just give themselves a little bit of a break. And I've been impressed with the unselfishness, but also getting guys the ball where they can do something with it.
His court vision has been on display in this one. He's doing a tremendous job just orchestrating the offense beautifully.
Embiid has to deal with as much contact inside as anyone. He's good at going up and getting to the strike.
That one is off. And he does get the second one. And that brings them to within 10.
They need everything they can get right now, but can't leave points on the table.
1:44 left in the fourth. Here's Simmons. Embiid with the steal. Now Beal. Pocket pass to the paint. And he punches it home.
Still showing a little bounce. Beal sends it home.
And Draymond Green picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
Second team foul.
Here's Simmons. And stolen by Portis.
The defense had the pass well anticipated. They know the offense wants to get that ball inside.
Mobley a screen on Jones. Now Dort. Nurkic outside. Now Thompson. 6 on the shot clock. Simmons. Late in the clock. He gets it to fall.
Guys, I think this is a game they have to feel good about as we wind through the final moments here in what looks to be a solid win for the Mavericks.
This was a very efficient offense tonight.
And they found a way to get their shots to go down. A little luck didn't hurt. A lot of their 50-50 shots fell their way.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
Well, at least they're going to salvage a game from the season series after losing the first 2.
And you know, guys, what a nice performance it was for Ben Simmons.
His overall stat line really says it all. I think a triple-double game for him, getting it done everywhere on the floor.
Well, he got the important one to go. Their lead should be safe now.
Beal fires. And the 3 misses. And so Simmons will bring it up for the Dallas Mavericks. Earlier, they held a 23-point lead. So we see the Mavericks taking the win here. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were